number 11 Peter Mike Collins. We go green.
Collins into turn 3 and 4, slides it around the fourth corner down the front straightaway. Pappenhausen trying to make up ground as his strike set on him. The field nose to tail all the way around. The field almost stretches all around this third mile play over, Mike.
And a big ride. Here comes their fast qualifier trying to get up to 6th right now. That is John Silva as he makes a pass on Willie Meyer.
The 73 car of Scott up against the turn 2 wall, slowing down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. He goes massive smoke coming from Greg Boyd's car, Mike.
A lot of smoke. The 73 car of Scott Busby is an IMCA modified running with the late models.
And his car lies stagnant in between turn 3 and 4 right there on the apex. Next restart, like I said before, 12 laps down, 38 laps to go. Mike Collins, your leader, in second. Richard Pappenhausen, Jerry Stewart in third, Steve Drake in fourth, Mike Hood in fifth, and we're going racing. Collins leads them out of turn 4 onto the front straight. Pappenhausen trying to get underneath it. Some cars bumping and banging in the back of the pack. Oh, we've got a fire on Greg Boyd's car as he pulls into turn 1. We've got a red flag condition on the track, red flag condition as the fire crews rush over to try and take care of that small problem there on the 17 car, Greg Voigt.
Voigt comes up out of turn 2, or out of the back chute rather.
Collins at the cone, puts the hammer down, let's go racing.
And we get on the green. Collins gets a love tap from Richard Pappenhausen. And the left front fender comes off 36 car of Chad Reichenbach and lays on the exit of turn 4. At Pappenhausen, you can see him get heavy on the binders, gets loose up high out of 4 as he sees the yellow.
LaFawn doing a great job out here tonight, so I'd like to thank her.
We're about to go green.
Let's go racing. Back on the track right now is the 45 machine of Mitch Enos.
And your leader falls off the pace in turn 4. On lap 12, Mike Collins breaks and falls off the pace and goes to the infield.
I saw Collins run over that front fender there off the 86 car, might have punctured a tire. That's what I'm going to assume, but your new leader is Richard Pappenhausen.
Followed by the number 4, Jerry Stewart, running third. The number 11 is Steve Drake. Drake running a heavier car than most of these. Weight limit is 2,650 pounds. Drake decided not to pull any weight off his car. Said that it's worked good for him all year, and it proves to be now somewhere around a 3,000-pound car running third.
Wow, that's almost a sled. As Richard Pappenhausen dispenses with Enos, the lap car, Stewart has to get on the binders hard as he was going to try that outside line. However, Enos was up there and falling off the base and going into the pit.
Yes, Beltran.
Beltran goes into the pits. Stewart finally gets by the 45 car of
Mitch Enos.
Pappenhausen has opened up about a 10-car length advantage over the second place car of Jerry Stewart. Jerry Stewart is followed closely by the number 11 of Steve Drake.
Our fast time qualifier is the number 7. The 59 of John Silva now off the pit as Darrell Hood, the 23 car, goes off the track.
Pappenhausen in the 4 car, your leader, made contact with Darrell Hood on the front stretch. As you see the damage to the right rear of Pappenhausen's vehicle, Stewart has shortened that advantage from Pappenhausen to about half of what it was 2 laps ago, Mike.
Exactly right. As Pappenhausen fled his way through lap traffic, that allowed a very loose car by Ted Edens. Oh, boy.
with 22, is that correct? Attrition taking its toll here tonight as your leader goes by the start-finish line, Richard Poppenhausen. Jerry Stewart in second.
And one more car losing track. That's Jay Ludens. Poppenhausen, your leader in a turn 4.
Out of turn 4 comes your leader as Stewart bobbles and goes up high. Drake slides underneath. Stewart has a right rear flat tire. He'll head into the pit. Steve Drake assumes second place.
Oh boy, tough break for Stewart. He started the front row outside, and he'll make a quick pit change. 24 down.
26 to go. Here comes your leader, Poppenhausen, followed by the second place car of Steve Drake, but dropping off the pace is the 1996 track champion, Mike Hood. Oh, Bill Hood gets right into the rear of the 2 car.
Mike Hood got hit by his brother Darrell Hood and driving a 23 cars. Mike Hood tried to get off the track.
Your leader is still Poppenhausen, who has a straightaway advantage over the second place plate model of Steve Drake. Your fast qualifier, John Silva, in the 59 car is in third. In fourth, I believe that would be Rick Becker in the 1H car. Hilton has a right rear flat now. As he slows in turns 1 and 2, Drake gets by him without incident.
13 cars remaining on this first 50 lap, main. Another 50 lap. The last race of the night is Hilton right rear flat goes off the track.
12 cars now remaining in this first 50 lapper. Poppenhausen still your leader, 30 laps down, 20 laps to go. Second place remains Steve Drake. And the 66 car.
Steve Drake, a complete straightaway distance.
In second. I believe your fast qualifier, the number 59 of John Silva, is in third. In fourth, Rick Becker in the 1H car.
John Silva, the 59 car, is in third.
I believe Becker is in fourth. Hey, Mikey, let me tell you something. Poppenhausen is kind of like a hotel room Sunday at noon. He's checking out. That is correct. I think he may, I don't want to say this word too loud, but he may have been sandbagging in those heat races, huh? The guy's flying around this third mile oval.
Big time. And we notice that Dick Shepherd has not made it back out on the track with that right rear flat. Possibly something more than meets the eye when he went out.
Your starter, Marty, waving that blue flag with the yellow stripe through it. That is a courtesy flag, Mike. Is that correct? That's a courtesy flag.
That's right, a move over flag. Your slow traffic's supposed to pull up and let the faster traffic go underneath.
If we are courteous drivers, that's what we do. Sometimes we don't see that out here. But tonight, I think we are. As your leader, Poppenhausen is slowed up by some lap traffic. Now it's only about a straightaway advantage he has over Drake. Yeah, straightaway.
And Jeff Hilton now back out on the track.
Got that right rear change, and back out here is Jeff Hilton in the 74B car.
Now he lost about 4 or 5 laps on that one, Steve, so he's got a lot of time to make up.
Definitely there.
Damage, turn 3, looked out, mama. Rod Arnold involved with John Silva in a 59 car. Both of them got sideways. Silva gathered it back up. Rod Arnold did not. He rests on the apron in turn 3.
And the yellow flag is out here at the Bakersfield Speedway with your leader, the number 4 car, coming to us out of Chico, California, Richard Poppenhausen. In second from San Luis Obispo, Steve Drake.
Lights out now. We'll look for the green this time in the back chute. Poppenhausen, your leader, running second. The yellow 11 is Steve Drake. Then you pick, oh boy, we go green. Sean DeForest now on the move. DeForest to that 72 out of turn 2 gets a little high. And dashing Daryl Willett comes up lame and will exit turn 1.
Drake dispenses with the 32 car. A lap down, moves up on track position into second place. The 32C of Scott Kuzner. Now Drake sets his sights on Richard Koppenhausen with 42 laps down, 8 laps to go.
43 this time by. 10 cars remaining on a 22 start field.
Koppenhausen up high in 1 and 2. Maybe he's trying to cruise home in this first 50 lap late model A main, huh, Mikey? Maybe trying to save the equipment just a bit. Up on the berm trying to get around the lap vehicle, the 66 car of Rod Arnold. Koppenhausen tries the low side. Whoa, Arnold makes a little contact with your leader, Koppenhausen. Koppenhausen up on the berm. He's slowing him way down, allowing Drake to come up. Just about 5 car lengths separate your leader and the second place car of Steve Drake.
A black flag with a left front flag, the 66 of Arnold, and he goes off the pace up high into turn 1.
That would explain his handling difficulties when Koppenhausen was trying to get around him. 48 laps down, 2 laps to go.
And Chad Reichenbach falls off the pace.
White flag lap, 1 lap to go. Your leader, Richard Koppenhausen, second place car right now. The 11 is Steve Drake. Then comes the Bill Meyer in the 18 cars in third position. And your winner, Richard Koppenhausen.
Steve Drake finishing up second.
In third, Billy Meyer.
Oh. Cars completing a 22 car start field.
Wow.
And the number 4 car, one of the winners of last year's 50 lap segment, number 4, Richard Koppenhausen. Oh, mama.
Not only does he take the A main victory, well, the first A main victory tonight in the late model division, Mikey, it is also his anniversary. Richard and Stacy Koppenhausen, happy 5th wedding anniversary from the Chico gang. Hope you do 100 more. So happy anniversary. Okay, here we go. We get your winner of the first 50 lapper here tonight at the Bakersfield Speedway Budweiser Dirt Track Nationals, sponsored by Hall Ambulance, Richard Koppenhausen, man. Great job. How do you like that track, buddy? How do you like that track?
Track was pretty good. Lap traffic was tough to deal with. Track's getting a little dry. Get the car hooked up a little tighter for the last 50 and we should be all right.
Well, right on, man. You got this track dialed in. It didn't take you any time to start lapping cars, man. You were fast out there.
Yeah, lap cars came up awfully quick, especially starting single file. You get into them in a couple laps, and a track like this is awfully tough to get around them.
Were you a little worried there at the end when one of the cars actually had a blown right front tire and he was kind of slowing you down? Almost had a little altercation with him over there in turns 1 and 2. I thought Drake might have took advantage of that and tried to catch up a little bit quicker than he did.
Yeah, I got a little tight right there at the end. That guy had the broken wheel there, and I was just trying to be cautious and not get tied up with him.
Well, excellent job, man. Good luck in the second 50 lapper. Hey, let's go over and talk to the Bud girls. I mean, lucky duck he is. Richard Koppenhausen, he won it last year, 2 years in a row, 50 lap winner, ladies and gentlemen. From Chico, California.
Harvey, how you doing? The purple number 66 car comes to us out of Santa Cruz. That's the Circle 66 of Joe Antonetti. Next in the lineup is the blue and white Camaro of Honey Eddie Dale out of Porterville. Next to him, the number 14 car of Lonnie Welch. Lights out or about to go green. Then you pick up the number 12 car, A.J. Kirkpatrick. And next to him, the number 71 car, Billy Wilker. And then the number 22 car, Mitch Machado. We're going to go green, mama. We go green. Chris Laney, we're on the yellow. Chris Laney and Kevin Collier up front, but we go on the yellow. Warning given to number 97 of Chris Laney.
Fuel pump belt actually has broken, and that's what kept him out of that first 50 lapper, so he should be back. Lights are out. Collier will lead him into turn 3. He sets the pace. Starter Marty takes a look, and we're going racing side by side down the front straightaway. Some banging and knocking into turns 1 and 2. Collier, your leader right now, followed by the 97,
Chris Laney.
We make it through one lap, ladies and gentlemen. The 08 of Jay Marks. Right behind him, that's Jeff Houston in the 16 machine. James the Hammer Hammonds is in 5th. Rapid Rick Childers is in 6th as they go side by side, 2 abreast and 2 deep into turn 3 and 4.
Oh boy, Collier, Laney, Houston, Marks, Childress, Hammonds, your front 6 runners. And Jay Marks loses a handle on it and goes into the infield.
May have had a little help around there, Mikey. Not going to say this or that, but your leader is still Kevin Collier in the 97 car, Chris Laney.
A bumper loose into turn 3.
Yeah, brings out the yellow flag.
A bumper breaks off, I believe, the 22C of Todd Cunningham and comes up lame in turn 3. A couple of cars ran over at the 4J of
Super Phil Matthews. He's checking his tires right now, sawing that steering wheel back and forth, checking to see if he has any flat tires.
Also,
Jeff Houston's is in 3rd.
And Rapid Rick Childers 4th.
James the Hammer Hammonds in 5th. Let's go racing.
We go green, and Collier leads them out of turn 4.
Onto the front straightaway. Collier opens up a 2-car length advantage into turn 1. Laney right behind him. Houston's right on Laney's back bumper. And that performance machine special of Rapid Rick Childress is trying that outside line, keeping those RPMs and his momentum up right on the rear bumper of Jeff Houston, Mikey.
Childress is making that JT chassis work hard on the high side as he closes ground right on the back bumper of Jeff Houston's. Childress up high out of 4.
Looks like, well, okay, still on the high line. He cranks her way sideways, makes a little bobble in the apex of turns 1 and 2. Does Childress and loses about 4 car lengths. With that strong motor he has in that 44 car, we have a yellow flag. Big.
Number 22, Doug Jeffers, involved with the 79 of Jim Harker. And a lot of smoke coming out right now of the number 8 car. He was very quick early on in a qualifier. Rick Wilkinson out of Paso Robles.
Also,
Jeff Christensen and company will be providing all of the videos for you here tonight.
if you look up there to the bird cage, but squirrel cage. Oh, let's go racing! The hood on the number 18 of Kevin Collier is coming flying up. A pin has obviously come out of that hood post.
That could impair his vision as he enters the corners and gets through traffic.
Your leader, Kevin Collier, the hood does not seem to be bothering him at this point, but Houston's trying that high line on the number 97 car of Chris Laney. Oh, tags the wall on the back straight. Houston sideways into turn 3, narrowly misses the wall in those turns, and still only loses one position.
That allowed the 44 car Rapid Rick Childress to move up to third. Now he's working on the back bumper of Laney as Houston falls back, and Billy Wilker gets up high into turn 1 and 2, and he falls off the pace, gathers it back up. He's up and running as the 14 of Welch goes off the pace.
The 22M of Mitch Machado goes into the pits. I'm sorry. Little contact between Laney and Rapid Rick Childress as
his car.
Santa Maria track champion loses a motor and got a little flame coming up underneath that. Lacey Laura Ferris and the rest of the fire crew rushes over to the aid.
He's melting down, if you will, over there. Sparks just coming off of very freely, possibly somewhere around the flywheel, the way it looks from this angle.
Matthews out of the car and okay. Give us the thumbs up, buddy. Sorry, bad break about that here. Like I say, this year's 96 Modified Street Champion in Santa Maria.
Childress, Houston's, Paul, Hammonds, Pearson, we go green. Laney makes contact with Collier, and here comes Rapid Rick Childress on the high side. Make contact with Laney. Childress sticks it deep, 2x2 into turn 3. Laney down low, Childress up high. And here comes the 16 car of Jeff Houston's underneath Childress. Falls off the base, something went away on the 44 car, Rapid Rick Childress. That makes the 98 car Charles Paul fourth, the 52 James the Hammer Hammonds fifth.
Collier still with that errant hood there, Mike, trying to rip its way off. On the inside of the 97 car, Laney goes Houston's a little rubbing, and remember, rubbing is racing. Houston moves into second position.
Laney back to third, then you pick up the 98 of Charles Paul.
And the 21 car of David Pearson, I believe, has lost a tire. Yes, I see it now. Lost a tire in turns 1 and 2. And we have a yellow flag at the Bakersfield Speedway.
David Pearson, a very, very quick competitor.
Number 16 needs a warning. He cut across the track, pass him, slap
Collier in the right behind him and charging hard is Jeff Houston's. It's a freight train of modified streets.
And the 22 Todd Cunningham made his way back in time to catch the green.
And it appears that Rapid Rick Childress has fixed. Oh, we've got a couple of cars sideways, and Childress has to get on the binders hard. Tags the fence just in the apex of turns 3 and 4.
That's the number 12X of A.J. Kirkpatrick. Got sideways, collected the 79 of Jim Harker. All right, race fans, lights aren't turned out. We'll anticipate a green in the back chute. Still your leader, Kevin Collier, followed by Jeff Houston's, Chris Laney, Charles Paul. The 52, James the Hammer Hammonds, Antonetti, Billy Roker, we go green. And Billy Roker ends up in the infield out of turn 3.
A plume of smoke coming away from that car right there. Wilker is parked. Lacey Laura Ferris over there to check out what's going on. Appears to be motor related though, huh, Mikey?
I would guess that to be very true.
And they're two abreast out of turns 1 and 2. Lonnie Welch, Mitch Machado,
And Eddie Hill. And here comes the 44 car Rapid Rick Childress as Jay Marks goes into the inside apron out of 2. Jeff Houston's all over that back bumper of the 18 car Kevin Collier. Houston driving a marvelous race here tonight, running second.
Oh my goodness, Collier's hood is up on his windshield. The man can't see. He's your leader. He's still in the lead, driving down the back stretch with his hood up over his windshield. Oh my.
And Jeff Houston's took a look under him and got a left out from Chris Laney. up to second.
The only way he can see is that hole that's cut out for his air cleaner. He's obviously driving through his air cleaner hole.
Look out, happy contact into turn 3 with Houston. Houston makes a pass and gets a black flag. Charles Paul, your new leader. That may be for the 18 car of Kevin Collier. That's exactly right. Your leader, Jeff Houston. Charles Paul now second, Chris Laney third, Joe Antonetti fifth, Mitch Machado sixth, Rick Chilwell seventh.
I cannot believe that he made it that many laps, Mike, with his hood up in front of his windshield like that, man.
Tough break for Kevin Collier. The young 18-year-old of Jeff Houston's is your leader with a good move, followed by Charles Paul, Chris Laney, Joe Antonetti, Mitch Machado, and then Rick Childress. Childress up to sixth, Eddie Gale seventh. Danny Queener, oh, Machado breaks the motor into turn 2. The 22 car of Mitch Machado up in smoke turn 2.
26 laps down, 4 laps to go. Machado has his rear end just out on the track. Gets her refired. Doesn't look like it was a motor, Mikey. What do you think, bud?
Sometimes you see these drivers lay lane there to draw a yellow flag out.
But your leader, the 18-year-old Jeff Houston's,
A black flag.
definitely motor trouble for the number 22 of Machado. In second place is the 98 car, Eddie Charles Paul, right behind him in the 97. That's Chris Laney.
White flag given to Jeff Houston's. 2 more corners. Jeff Houston's red and yellow Camaro into turn 3. Off turn 4, and he takes it. Jeff Houston. Charles Paul second. Chris Laney third. Joe Antonetti fourth. Rick Childress fifth. Honey Eddie Dale sixth. Oh boy. Your winner, the 16 car of Jeff Houston's.
Okay, Mikey, the young gun, Jeff Houston's 18 years old. Hey, sometimes youth does have its advantages as he unstraps himself from his 5-point harness, hops out of the car. Jeff Houston's right here, buddy. Great job of driving, man.
Thanks. It was rough.
How did you avoid this whole situation over here in turn 3, man? You went up on the berm, caught a break, and went into the lead.
I just kept my foot in it and hoped for the best.
When in doubt, gas it. Okay, Jeff Houston's, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Modified Street Main. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
You have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Golden State Paint and Body, Smotherman Motorsports, Houston's Law Office, my mom and dad.
Excellent, man. Well, good luck to you in the future, and good luck in that IMCA car, brother.
Thanks.
Right on. Your winner, Jeff Houston's. We got to have some Gitas, he says. Give him some money. We may have a deal. One more time. Let's hear it for the A-Main Modified Street, Jeff Houston. Nice job. Great job of driving. Randy McDaniel from Marysville. I believe he's the one who won the NASCAR championship.
That's the Golden Barrel Alarm sponsored car, by golly, and they are a hard charger.
Oh my goodness.
Next in the lineup, you get the number 78 car. Your driver comes just out of Bakersfield, Kevin Nichols.
Inside of the next row, the number 3 car of Chad Chadwick from Oakley, California.
Next car in line at the number 25 car. Lights out. We're looking for the green. We go green.
Also in the line,
Ryan Cole and Scott Busby deep into turn 1 off turn 2. Your leader Ryan Cole. Bobby Hogue the 4th up the 2nd, and here comes Scott Busby. Busby battling back with Hogue. A battle for 2nd. Open wheel IMCA modified main event 30 lap feature.
Ryan Cole's your leader. 73 of Scott Busby's in second. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 4, Mikey.
Number 2 of Bobby Hogue the 4th. We go yellow in a track, a major melee in a turn 3 and 4. David Franey involved. The number 16X of Steve Smotherman. The number 78 of Kevin Nichols involved. Chad Henry, a double dipper. Slow rolling start. We go green.
Way up high in turns 3 and 4 goes the 36A car. Bob Newberry. Your leader, Ryan Cole, brings him down the front straight. Scott Busby still in second. Bobby Hogue the 4th in 3rd. Dave Bird in 4th. And then the 10 car of Randy McDaniel is in 5th. They're nose to tail for about the first 10 positions. And Jenkins is the only one that's trying to use that high line right now, the number 112, Rick Jenkins.
A battle up front. Scott Busby gets underneath the Ryan Cole off turn 4. Your new leader.
You can smell that methanol burning, Mike. It smells great as Scott Busby takes over lead, and we've got a yellow.
Look out, it's Darren Smotherman. Come up lane below the Rosedale Equipment rental sign. Darren Smotherman up lane in the back chute.
And then Chad Chadwick, was he our fast qualifier in the IMCA Modifieds?
Yes.
Chad Chadwick, your fast qualifier, is in 6th position.
Lights out. We go green.
The Flying Dutchman waves the green flag as they come out of turn 4. Your leader, the 73 machine of Scott Busby. Right behind him, Ryan Cole. Bobby Hogue, the 4th in 3rd place, trying that high line as a blast of unburned methanol flashes out of his exhaust pipe, Mikey. 6 laps down, 24 to go.
The 13A on the move right now. The 13A is definitely on the move. You've got to keep your eyes on him. That is Bobby Hogue the 3rd.
Busby pulls off about a 5-car length advantage over Ryan Cole. Bobby Hogue is right on the rear section of Ryan Cole as Dave Bird slides high, allowing the 10 machine of McDaniel to slide down below him. They're side by side down the back stretch.
McDaniel making a muscle move underneath of Bird. Bird goes high. McDaniel makes the pass as well as the number 55W, Bud Wahlberg.
Side by side are Bird and Wahlberg as they enter turns 3 and 4. Your leader remains Scott Busby. Ryan Cole in 2nd. Bobby Hogue, the 4th, is in 3rd. McDaniel in 4th, and they're side by side. For 5th position, the number 7 of Dave Bird and the 55W of Bud Wahlberg. We've got the car slowing down on the front stretch, Mike.
James Bam Bam Rusted falls off the pace out of turn 4, goes to the infield.
And looky here, Hogue on the inside of Cole down the back straightaway they come. They're side by side entering turns 3, and we've got a yellow flag. The 36A car and Bobby Hogue the 3rd are involved in a little altercation in turns 1 and 2.
Bob Newberry and Hogue tangled horns. A lot of cosmetic damage on the 36A of Newberry.
They can put the hammer down and go racing. A freight train of IMCA Modifieds, these alcohol-burning, fire-breathing machines. And we're going racing, Mikey.
We go green as Scott Busby, your leader, gets sideways out of 4, gives up the lead to Ryan Cole. Hogue straight abreast down the main chute. Hogue, McDaniel makes contact with Hogue. And Wahlberg. Busby falls way off the pace. He must have got a flat tire on his car the way he was falling off the pace.
7 of Bird and the 55W of Wahlberg doing battle. Now Bird and the number 10 of McDaniel side by side on the back straight as they enter turns 3 and 4.
Scott Busby with a right rear flat. That's what took him out of the lead as he got the restart. Winning over number 4, flying Ryan Cole, followed by Hogue, Wahlberg, McDaniel, Bird, and McDaniel with a great muscle move into turn 3. Randy McDaniel, the Golden Bear Alarm sponsored car.
Bobby Hogue the 4th, right on the tail of Ryan Cole. Cole makes a bobble in the apex of turns 1 and 2 as McDaniel spins the car. They're in turns 3 and 4. Hogue trying that low line, trying to get on the inside of Ryan Cole, Mike.
McDaniel gets his car refouled. Will join up in the back of the pack. Will leader Ryan Cole followed by Bobby Hogue, Wahlberg, Bird, the number 3 car of Chad Chadwick, your fast time qualifier. And right behind him, the number 50 of Jeff Gardner out of Fresno.
Then comes the 25T of Phil Edler. Oh, and Rick Jenkins up on the infield. Hopefully he can keep it out of the... And he keeps it up in the infield, avoiding any contact with the other car. Close call there, Mike. Cole gets a little loose coming out of turn 2, but Hogue had to back out of the gas to avoid making contact with him. Hogue running a very smooth line around this dirt mile plate oval. Now coming into the mix is the 55W car of Bud Wahlberg.
The 25T, that is Phil Pedler. Right behind the 50 of Jeff Gardner, the black number 50 out of Fresno.
Some lap traffic coming into play for our leaders, Mike. Ryan Cole trying to dispense with the number 112 of Rick Jenkins. Rick Jenkins down the back straightaway. Cole taps him on the rear end. Hogue has to back off. Gets a little squirrely coming out of 4. Here comes Wahlberg right beside Bobby Hogue the 4. Into turns 1 and 2. They're 2 abreast, Mike.
A real battle going on for that second place as Bud Wahlberg inherits that position. Bobby Hogue goes back to third. Oh, and the number 4, Chad Chadwick, he loops it into turn 3.
Bringing out the yellow flag here at the Bakersfield Speedway. 22 laps down, 8 laps to go. 22 laps down, 8 laps to go. Ryan Cole will lead the field to the orange cone on the back straightaway, and we're going racing. The lap car of Rick Jenkins, number 112, is second in track position. And here goes Bobby Hogue the 4th on the outside of Bud Wahlberg. Oh, makes contact with Jenkins at the exit of turn 2, Mikey.
Look out, Mama Hogue! Chadwick, the yellow number 3, makes hard contact. The blue and yellow 0 car of Jim Reeves hits the wall below the Ramada ensign. The number 50 car of Jeff Gardner and the black 50 out of Fresno involved, as well as the 112 of Rick Jenkins and the 171 Robert Paquette. Heavy melee over there in turn 3. Also involved, I'm told, is the yellow number 75. And that is Ron Haggard out of Eugene, Oregon.
Richard Peppenhausen out of Chico, California.
Chico. And then you pick up the 25T of Phil Pedler. Lights out, we go green. Flying Ryan Cole, your leader, followed by Bud Wahlberg. Back on the green. 22 down, 8 to go. Top Pappenhausen on a muscle move. Moves up to fourth underneath of the 7 car, Dave Bird.
Pappenhausen looking to make it a double duty win tonight. Also running in the late models. Took the first 50 lapper. Ryan Cole gets squirrely coming off a 4. Wahlberg gets into the rear end of him. Hogue still in third, being challenged by Pappenhausen.
Well, I tell you what, Wahlberg working the back bumper of Ryan Cole. He has his hands full. And right behind Wahlberg is Bobby Hogan. He's needle-dicking his back bumper.
You know, even if Wahlberg is running the quicker lap, it's much more difficult to pass somebody once you've caught him. Wahlberg way sideways up on the berm. Major contact with Cole, spins him out, and Bobby Hogue, the fourth, assumes the lead. Pappenhausen goes into second place. Yellow flag on the race course.
Well, I'll tell you what, a heavy melee right there with Bobby Wahlberg and Ryan Cole. We will revert back to the previous lap in case you're wondering. Ryan Cole able to get his refired, but Wahlberg was moving heavy through traffic, working the back bumper of Cole, and Hogue working his back bumper, and Wahlberg picked up Cole, got him sideways. They both went out of the arena.
Steve Smotherman leaves the speedway into the pits with a right rear flat tire. Bad news for the 16X car, Steve Smotherman.
Smotherman picked up Ryan Cole as he was parked in the main chute, and his left rear tire made contact.
Pappenhausen right behind him in second position.
In third, the 25T of Phil Pedler. Lights out, we'll look for the green. We go green. "24 down, 6 to go."
Bobby Hogue the fourth, your leader. Pappenhausen has his sights set on that red number 2 IMCA modified. Makes up a couple of spots in the corner there, Mikey. Might have tried to outbrake Hogue. Pappenhausen now right up on the rear end of Bobby Hogue the fourth as they enter turns 3 and 4. 26 laps down this time by 4 to go.
Oh boy, it's a 4-lap shootout. Hogue, Pappenhausen, Pedler, Bird, Carr, Chadwick. Your top 6 winners.
Hogue makes a little bobble in the apex of turn 3 and 4. Pappenhausen right there to take advantage of it, and Joe Carr is smoking heavily. Looks like a rear tire maybe rubbing up against some sheet metal. Definitely slowing him down. Pappenhausen on the inside of Hogue. The 2 and the 81 doing battle on this third mile high bank play oval. Pappenhausen into turn 3.
Right flag this time out. Richard Pappenhausen working over Bobby Hogue's rear quarter panel. And Joe Carr up in smoke, gives up a position to Chadwick. Hogue gets sideways out of 2. Pappenhausen makes contact into turn 4. One more corner, your winner, Bobby Hogue.
Second, what a great race, ladies and gentlemen. The 81 of Richard Pappenhausen coming home in second. The 25T. The 25T of Phil Pedler coming home in third. Pappenhausen went way up high. Bobby Hogue will add this trophy and money to his NASCAR Winston Racing Series Pacific Coast Regional Championship, as well as the Altamont Raceway Championship this year. Take it away, Mike.
All right, down in the winner's circle, Bobby Hogue the fourth. Bobby, nice drive, my man.
Thanks. You know, we were just kind of hanging out in third. Ryan was running a good race. We were going to have a hard time getting by him, and I don't know if Wahlberg got a little anxious or what, but they made contact, and I was there to capitalize on it.
I tell you, a lot of banging and running nose to tail. Your top 4 runners were looking real good. What did the track feel like right here toward the end of the race?
The later it got in the race, the worse you got. You know, the shiny parts that you see on the track are where it's dry, and those are the bad parts, so everyone was trying to stay a little bit below it.
I tell you what, a marvelous drive. I see the Budweiser girls approaching us. Come on over, ladies. Come on over here. We'll catch a picture. California Raceway Video picking up all the good stuff. Bobby Hogue, your home is where?
Salinas, California.
And how did you do in the season for 1996?
In '96, we won the Antioch Track Championship. I run my grandfather's pavement car at Altamont. We won the championship there as well as the Pacific Coast region at Antioch.
And did you know where your father was running behind you back there?
I knew he was somewhere back there.
He was coming up, but just not enough laps. How about a big hand for your winner there, Bobby Hogue the fourth?
Bobby will also receive a deluxe car care kit from Prolong for winning this IMCA modified A main. So that's a great deal, along with his trophy, the money. He also gets I think it's a 50th anniversary Bakersfield Speedway jacket to every main event winner. All the Hogue fans gonna go celebrate. Lights are out for this second 50 laps in the late model division A. We're going to go 50 laps. The number 32 C car leads them into turn 4. And Reichenbach with an explosive start into turn 1 takes the lead. The 32 car of Scott Kuster is in second, and they make contact. Reichenbach and Kuster make contact, and there is a huge pile up.
Oh boy. Looks nasty in turn 3 and 4. Dick Shepard able to pull it off. Also the 59 car, John Silva, the fast time qualifier. Pappenhausen gathers it back up. So we tracked through the crowd. We were able to find another winner in the Prolong lubricant kit.
In your
20 cars in the field now. Lights out. We'll look for the restart out of turn 4.
Your starter, Marty Verhoeven out of Hanford, California, coming to us from Kings Speedway. Marty gives them a hard look as they enter turn 3.
Gives them a hard look. We go green. And all of a sudden we're running with the red flags and back to
With the lights.
whole ambulance brings to the announcing tower. Hitting hard into the 17 car of Vance Beltran. Whoa, big damage right here, right in front of us, Mikey.
Don't forget about Carrie's photos down there in the foyer area if you want a picture of your favorite driver. As we go green here at the Bakersfield Speedway, the 32C car. Scott Kuster is your leader. Shepard with a power move around Steve Drake into third position. Sets his sight on the 72 car of Sean DeForest. Shepard using that high line, keeping his RPM up. Big momentum, trying to get around DeForest. He's right on his rear bumper. Lap traffic may be coming into play right here. The number 21 of Kevin Hawkins, I believe. That's the leader of the 32C car. Scott Kuster go by. You know, Dick Shepard started last as Kuster goes up way high in turns 3 and 4, allowing the 72 car.
Sean DeForest takes the lead. We go yellow on the track. Sean DeForest had made the pass as Scott Kuster makes an exit into the pits. We're looking for Jim Harker, one of his crew. Our wife has gone to the hospital. Her water has broke. Looking for the green. Sean DeForest takes the green. We're back racing. 5 down, 45 to go. Shepard running second, Drake third.
Shepard with a move on the inside of DeForest going into turn 3 and 4. Shepard out of 4. He is your leader. 10 laps down, 40 laps to go. DeForest in second, Drake in third. Drake loops it in turn 1 and 2. And San Luis Obispo is up on the infield right now, Mikey.
That's why they call Shepard the Bandit, who stole the lead away from Sean DeForest. Dick Shepard the Bandit steals the lead away from Sean DeForest on a muscle move into 3.
Dick Shepard started last in this second half of the the second 50 laps of the race. Dan Green here at the Bakersfield Speedway, and the number 3 of Dwayne Sider falls off the pace. May have something mechanically wrong with his IMCA modified. And making the pass on Shepard is the 11th car, the man from San Luis Obispo. Pardon me, Shepard is lapping Steve Drake.
Into turn 1, Vance Beltran, John Silva, and oh boy, 2x2 into turn 3. John Silva makes the pass.
Leader still Dick Shepard in second position. DeForest in the 72 machine. Running into some lap traffic may give him a little bit of trouble. The 32C car of Scott Kuster now back on the track.
Oppenhausen loops it into turn 2. Who's on the inside apron into turn 1?
Goes a lap down with that run Viking. Running just about a flawless race this time, like is Shepard. Had some bad luck the first 50 laps. Trying to make amends for that whole deal. Everybody makes it through safely. The second place car of Sean DeForest is still in second place.
The number 86 car, Chad Reichenbach, receives a black flag from our starter, and Oppenhausen again into the infield. Vance Beltran putting a challenge on Shepard right now.
The 22 machine
exactly right. The red 72, Sean DeForest, currently running second.
Jerry Stewart and Mike Hood make contact in the back straightaway, Mike.
Looked like possibly bumpers had locked up and they freed up and now are running fine.
If I am correct, your leader is Dick Shepard in the 22 machine, followed by the 72 of Sean DeForest. Then comes the number 2 machine of Mike Hood and the 73 of Scott Busby. And then Jerry Stewart in the 4th. And those are your top 4. Shepard has about a half a lap lead on the second place car of the Forest. Mike Hood, your 96 track champion, making a challenge and taking over second position from Sean DeForest. DeForest seems to be falling off the pace as Mike Hood hits the berm. Remains in second, Mike.
It'll be 29 laps down this time by with your 22 car leader Dick Shepard. Out of his first lap feature, second main here tonight for the late model. Suspension appears that he may have broke a shock absorber. You can see that car bouncing heavily as it comes down out of turn 4. He will still your leader, but look at the car bounce heavily into turns 1 and 2.
Second place car right now is Mike Hood from Bakersfield, California, followed by Jerry Stewart in the 4 machine. Then comes Sean DeForest. Behind DeForest in the 73 car, that's Scott Busby. Shepard still running very smooth despite his suspension problems, making it through the corners.
Very, very good. He got sideways all the way down the main chute.
I can definitely tell you his car has slowed down due to the bouncing, either the broken shock or whatever seems to be happening.
And Jerry Stewart working on the back bumper now. The number 2 car, Mike Hood.
Jerry Stewart makes contact with a 2 car and takes over second position.
Stewart has been coming on during this main event. Looks like the track setup has come to his car as he is on a rampage right now.
That race prep rich engine sponsored machine is flying on available. He has to get on the binders due to lap traffic. But he's back up to speed coming out of turn 4. That's Jerry Stewart in second position. Mike Hood in third.
Shepard now approaching the second place car of the red 72, Sean DeForest. Forrest is back to 4th. That's exactly right. Stewart and Hood. Mike Hood is in front of him. And Steve Drake brakes and goes off the racing surface. The number 72, Sean DeForest, back to 5th.
42 laps down this time by Mikey and this has been a fast 42 laps, let me tell you.
Big time. These cars are hooked up and looking to the front as Shepard now approaches the 5th place car, the 72, Sean DeForest.
Nearly every car as the 43rd lap gets clicked off. 7 laps to go. How having a little trouble with DeForest, and his car still bouncing the front end down the straightaways, Mikey.
I would say he's definitely had some shocks go away, possible spring, but Shepard still maintains that unsurmountable lead on the rest of the field.
Shepard makes a little contact with the 21 machine of Kevin Hawkins. Still holds on to the first position, 45 laps down, 5 laps to go. And the number 6 machine, Larry Blake, he's up high, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Contact between Shepard and the 5th place car. Oh, big contact! Much damage done to the 22 machine, Mike.
Right rear flat on Shepard's car as he made contact with slower traffic down the main chute. We go yellow on the track.
That insurmountable lead that Shepard had acquired during the first 46 laps evaporates that quickly. As we go yellow here at the Bakersfield Speedway, boy howdy, that car is torn up, Mike, as he keeps losing body parts. Our final main event right here, Jerry Stewart leads him down the back straight and hammers on the throttle. Jerry Stewart into turn 3 with about a 3-car advantage. He's up high in turn 4. Mike Hood, who's in second, and right behind the 32 machine of Scott Kuster. Kuster a lap down. Your leader once again, Jerry Stewart, race prep sponsor, Rich Engine sponsor, late model car. He's way up high. Gets up into the marbles. Mike Hood can take advantage of that. Closes a couple of car lengths. He's still trying to get out of the 32 of Kuster. 48 down, 2 laps to go. The next time we see that number 4 car fly by the start finish line, 1 to go, white flag in hand. Starter Marty waves that white flag. It's not for surrender. It's 1 lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Stewart is still your leader. Runs a much smoother line through turns 1 and 2. Into turn 3 he goes, experiencing some lap traffic right now. Here's your winner of the second 50 laps on the 10th annual Budweiser Dirt Track Nationals, Jerry Stewart. Coming home in second, the 1996 Bakersfield Speedway late model champion, Mike Hood. In third position, we're looking at the 72 car. That's going to be Sean DeForest. Take it away, Mike Mosier. Pappenhausen takes it.
All right, Pappenhausen over here congratulating Jerry Stewart. Here he is. Let him hear it. Unbelievable. A fine drive. Major congratulations going out right now to Jerry Stewart out of Bakersfield. A homeboy kicking booty here tonight. Jerry Stewart, my man, great drive. I tell you what, the track starting to go blue out there. I was watching early on. Your car wasn't as strong as it was later. Did you have a little different setup, looking for maybe a drier, slick track toward the end?
Yeah, starting as far back as we did, we figured we were going to have to take it real easy for the first 20 laps and stay out of trouble, and then we have to have something for them at the end. So we set it up tight at first, so it would come in at the end. Hopefully we stayed out of trouble, and it looks like we barely did.
Well, I tell you what, you got yourself in a couple altercations, but you evaded several others, and you went out and spanked some booty. Tough luck for Shepard. He got into slower traffic, popped that right rear. He had checked out a 3/4 lap lead on the rest of you guys, and through attrition, Jerry the Stewart comes in, takes the victory.
Yep, pay laps, the only thing that counts, I guess, and we were there.
And I see the Budweiser girls making their way over here. I tell you what, 1997, what do we look for in Jerry Stewart stables for this number 4 car?
Hopefully a lot more finishes than we had in 96, so this is off to a good start.
All right, there you go, folks. How about a big hand for your second round winner, Jerry Stewart? Well, I'll tell you what, sports fan, that wraps up another show here at the Bakersfield Speedway, the 10th annual Budweiser Dirt Track Nationals. Don't forget, next Saturday night right here, we'll have the IMCA 360 wingless sprint cars, along with the Hobby Stock Nationals. All that action here started next Saturday, Green time is 7:30. Until then, on behalf of Doug and Sandy Baton, Johnny Petrus, your host here, Mike Mosher, the race doctor, along with Steve Hughes, says good night to y'all. Take care. May God bless each and every one of you. Good night, all.